What's up, y'all? Hopefully you're having a sexy Sunday. I know I am, and I have just a quick video. I want to say hello. Miss Lana is at Solstice. She's a Rock and Rad Star correspondent. So if you all are not following her on her personal page, you can ninja search her, Lana Labonte, and she is just having so much fun there. She's going to do interviews probably with every single rockin' person there. She's probably going to do a lot of collabs. And so go follow her. I want to, if you all, have seen some of my videos, I always encourage people to do Facebook Lives, especially in our group at Radiculously Raw Authentic. So I want to do a quick video. I'm on my brand new MacBook Air. I've had a really rad computer. I called it the Moneymaker 6 for a very long time. And I purchased it in 2008 when I first started my web design company. And it's got 3 monitors. It's this huge thing. And, I've given away most of my things. And I'm trying to consolidate. And over the last month, y'all, I'm trying to learn this digital nomad style where the minimalist part of me, and then I'm trying to consolidate everything, especially with technology. And when you do that, there's a huge learning curve, and I've been trying to learn a lot, with the Mac and the iOS. I've always been a Windows and Android. I'm still a Windows and Android. With my web design, social media marketing company, everybody was Apple, and I was like the 1%. So I have forced myself to learn iOS, iPhone, and the MacBook Air. And so I've been doing that at the same time as building this rad community and closing down a very successful business. So I've learned a lot. And I just want to share a few things with you. This MacBook Air, Best Buy was having a sale. It was like last weekend. And I got this MacBook Air for, I think, $1,000, and they had like $150 off. And so this MacBook Air is literally accomplishing everything that my Moneymaker 6 did, but I'm much more portable, and it's like this thin. And what you can do is you can download, I think it's called Boot Camp. It is called Boot Camp, and I installed Windows 8. So now when I boot my MacBook Air, I have 2 options. I could boot it up in the Mac iOS, or I can boot it up in Windows. And so I have 2 computers in one, and then there's some really rad apps that you can do where you can split the screen into 4. And believe it or not, what I've learned in the last month, I was always fearful, it's like, oh, this Mac stuff is like Chinese, it's like Japanese or Italian, it's like a completely different language. But I have forced myself, just push that fear away and force myself to teach myself new things. And I've learned a lot, and I'm actually accomplishing the same amount and even more. And so I'm just very, very excited about that. So I have this MacBook Air. I've got this iPad. Look how dirty that is. That's like little ninja fingers. This is an iPad Air. It's 128 gigabytes. This thing is super, super rad, y'all. I got this iPhone 7, okay? Look how dirty these things are, yucky. But I got little ninja fingers. I told you I'm doing a lot of work. So I got the computer, I got the MacBook Air, the iPad Air, the iPhone 7. I've got the Google Pixel, y'all. I always tell anybody that's in marketing or, whatever y'all doing, if you have a community, if you're in technology, if you're trying to build a group, if you have a business, especially if you're going to go Facebook Live and maybe be an influencer or whatever y'all call it, I highly suggest having both options, Android and iPhone, just because with these apps, they get updated with new features every day, and sometimes the iOS is ahead of the Android or vice versa. And so if you really, really want to serve and if you really want to be on the cutting edge, it's best to have both. And so this is the Pixel, Google Pixel, super rad phone. They already came out with the Pixel 2. This is the iPhone 7. They already came out with the iPhone 8. So I've got those. I also have a Nexus right here, which is Android, super rad phone. And then I've got these two other iPads. I seldomly use these. This is a Nexus right here, Android, and this is a Samsung, okay? I have a Windows laptop, which I will not be using anymore. And again, I have my Moneymaker 6, which was my foundation of really how I started my web design company, Arizona Web Kings. This computer, this MacBook Air, y'all, pretty much replaced that whole Moneymaker 6. And what would be really rad if you could attach, and this is coming because I love technology. I have a bunch of, not a bunch, but I have the Daydream, augmented reality. It's super, super rad. But hopefully there's going to be a technology where there's going to be like a little projector at the back, and it could shoot, it could project maybe 3 monitors, so you can have 3 workspaces in one. I know that's coming. But specifically, I wanted to share with y'all the Facebook Live, okay? I probably have into this so far. Again, I closed down a very successful business. I'm not really taking any more marketing clients or even really doing, any of that services unless somebody comes to me with correct and, offers me, a really, really good deal and something that I'm in line with, something that excites me and motivates me. But I've spent a lot of money on, buying electronics and stuff just to figure out what works best. When I was in North Dakota, I was streaming on Instagram, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live all at the same time. I had this super rad setup, and it's expensive to figure out what works, what mic, what setup, just a ton of stuff. And so I want to share just a couple quick tips, just because I really, really encourage a lot of people in our group to go live. It's changed my life. It's really faced my fears of anxiety, public speaking, and just being my true authentic self. So I'll just get right to it. I think the number one important thing to have, y'all, is these pop widgets right here, okay? See this thing? I've got a whole bunch of these. I call them, they're just pop widgets. I got my first pop widgets. My daughter and I were playing at, we were at Sam's Club, and they used to have these. I think I got like 10 for like 20 bucks, but now they're 10 a piece. So this is a piece, and then they have like this little back end piece right here. I actually MacGyvered this thing. This is for my GoPro, but the pop widget, see this little insert right here? These pop widgets go into here. So you put these on the back of your phone, and then you snap it right here, okay? Boom, right? And then this is for my GoPro. This is super, super rad too. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but these pop widgets, you can put it on your computer. Boom, look, that's on my computer right there, boom. And then I got another one. So I pop widgets on all of my phones, and I can just put it right on my monitor. So that's a very, very important thing. If you're in your kitchen, if you're outside, whatever you're doing, these pop widgets, you can connect to like watch this. I bet you I can connect this to my Kauai Manifestation Love Mug. Look, you can just put this right here, and look, and it just stays. See? So these are super, super rad. I'll put a link of these on Amazon. I believe they're $10 a piece. And you don't really need, you can just have this. And what's cool, look at that. I mean, look how awesome that is. I did make a mistake, y'all, because I wanted to try, you know, I fail every day, and so I like to try. I kind of don't read directions. I kind of like just to find out what works. But see, if you see this, I put it right in the middle of the iPhone 7, okay? Well, on my iPad Air, for some reason, I just wanted to check it out, and I put it at the top, see? And that was a mistake. I really wish I would have put it right here, just because when you try to put it on something, it kind of dips. Would it be dipped this way? So you really want to put them in the middle of your device. You can just hold it right here. Now, I think to hold it like this in your hand is legit, but if you want to put it on something to keep it stable, you want to put it in the middle, okay? Now, you don't need the insert. You know, this is just really, really cool. I mean, just think if you had to hold this with your hand, you know, you'd be like this. And if y'all know, you got your phone everywhere you're going. So you'd have to go like this constantly, right? And what's really cool, and I found this out, I don't know, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. So I have this on all my devices. Right here, this is the Pixel. You can actually set this, watch, like this. So say this is like a flat surface. Say this is like a desk or something, and you just want to watch something, you just set it like that. See, it should just stay. So it's almost like a TV, and it's all because of that pop widget. And it has like 3 different settings. So you can pop it out just a little bit, like that. What? See, it's just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. And then you can pop it out again for a little extra. And these are crucial, must have in my opinion, especially if you're doing Facebook Lives, because if you're Facebook Live, what's really rad is on this monitor, I could put, watch this, y'all. I could put my iPhone, this is on my MacBook Air, you won't be able to see this, but like, watch this. I'll block the camera just because look, my hands are off and it's just chilling there. So now I'll put it over here, boom, right? So now I have my screen, my iPhone. Here's my Pixel. I could put it right here. Boom. Right? So now I have 2 phones and my computer. Whoa! So they're really, really valuable, y'all. They're called pop widgets. You can get on them on Amazon. You know what's really, really strange? And what's really, really cool, is that I can do Facebook Lives on my MacBook Air. Okay, and I have like 70 tabs open right now. I use Google Chrome, super, super rad. I've been using Google Chrome as a web designer. I was a beta tester like in 2008. There's super rad plugins that you can do. Organization is key no matter what you're doing. Even if you want to, you know, go meditate under a coconut tree and, you know, smell like peaches and piss glitter, organization is key. And now I'm just consolidating and learning. You know, I learned this whole new operating system, y'all, and you know, and I've really benefited from it. In my opinion, so far, y'all, the Mac, the hardware is next level. I've had so many computers, and the Mac, even the iPhone, the hardware is just far superior even than the Pixel. You know, again, sometimes you need, you know, Windows for certain things, you know, than software that Mac doesn't have, or you might need Android for a certain function that an app might not have on iPhone. So I highly suggest, you know, to get one of each if you can. You know, and as a web designer, you know, graphic designer, social media consultant, especially when I would do a lot of video editing, it used to be so painful to do that on my Windows, and you know, this Mac just blows it away. So I want to show that to y'all. Also, check this thing out. This is like a tripod, okay? And you all know I do a lot of outside videos when I go play. Those are the Love Spin Booms. There's a bunch of different kind out here. I believe this is 20 bucks. I'll put the link in Amazon. This connects to your phone, y'all. Check that out. Boom. And it connects to the iPhone 7, which is a little bit wider than the Pixel. And what's really cool is it has a level on it, right? So when Lana and I, you know, go and do those restaurant reviews and we have to put something across the street, you know, you want to make sure something's level, and then there's a level. And what's really rad is these things, you can put this claw, they're real flexible, see? You can move them around. You can wrap it around a tree. So that's really cool. And what I really like about this is that you can hold it, okay? So that you don't have your phone. Even if you have a pop widget, you're always kind of doing like this. But if you have your phone attached like this, you can really, really get more of a stable shot, and you can just get up all in there, you know, better with this right here. And so I believe this was 20 bucks. Here's another cool thing, y'all, and these are just a few of my toys, but I just want to show y'all, just to help y'all if you want to go Facebook Live or whatnot. This is super, super cool. I'll post this in the links too. This is a wide angle lens, all right? So this is really, really rad. It comes with a little case like here. It comes with a little top right here that you can put on there, right? And then you take it off, and I guess I could show you right now, which is really cool. What this does is if you don't have a lot of room and you want like a wide angle, and instead of like being up all like this, oh, I bet you I could put it. I bet you I could put it. Check this out. Popping cherries, y'all. I'm going to try this. See? I'm going to try this. Let's see this. I'm so excited. I'm going to put this on my MacBook Air because it clips. See how it clips? So I'm going to attach this right now and see what it does. What it's made to do is, like, say I was too close. Say you don't have much room and you're too close and you want it, you know, to pop and get more of an angle. Let's see if this works. You just pop it on here. It worked! Check that out. Do you see what it does? It literally creates like a foot or more all around. Check this out. So look, you can see the door. You can see the door here, right? And you can see above my head. Now I'm not going to move. I'm just going to take this off. Do you see that? Right? So it's all about having like rad tools. And what's cool is here's the iPhone 7. That's what you do. You do the same thing. So here's the little Ninja lens right here. So what you do is you clip this on right here. You clip this on right there. See? So now, you know, if you're going to do a Facebook Live, or you're going to do whatever, it really just, it makes it pop, you know, a foot or two or more. Let's do that again on the MacBook Air. And what's really cool, because, you know, I spend a lot of time doing this. You know, I closed down what I was doing, you know, and I'm really just serving, but you need the proper tools, just like a carpenter or a tile layer or a plumber or a roofer or a gardener. You need the proper tools, and you don't want to wait around to get them, you know, because if you have a creative idea, you know, and you want to make it happen, or if you want to, you know, start the process of doing this or doing that, if you do not have the tools, you know, your energy might not be, you know, where it's at the next day or the next day when you have that idea and you want to start going. So when you want to ninja flip and pivot into a new idea and you got to do a task, you have to have the right tools, y'all. And it's really just an investment, you know, and these are just a few tools that I have. So check this out. I'm going to do this again. So here it is. This is a little clipper. So I'm just going to clip this on. Okay, watch this. So I'm just going to clip it on. Look, you can't see the top of my head and you can't see that door. And I'm going to use this now. And what I was going to say is that I spent a lot of time doing this. And before on my Moneymaker 6, you know, it was a big computer and I had 3 monitors. What was rad about the 3 monitors is I could literally have like 100 tabs open and 3 workspaces. So I could drag one thing over to another thing. I can copy paste all the way. It was a landscape. So it was 3 monitors and a lot more workspace. You can there's a really cool app, and if you all are interested, you can break down your MacBook monitor into 3 individual workspaces, but this is only a 13.5 inch. I wanted the 15 inch, but it was a little bit pricey for what I wanted to do. So what's cool about having the MacBook Air, number one, it's super, super light, y'all. So when I go to Kauai, I mean, I'm just gonna bring this. This is all I need, and I have Windows on it too, right? And then I have my multiple devices with multiple iOS and Android, and so I'm really, really mobile. So instead of, you know, I had a love sack, it was called, a $600 bean bag. I'd have to rearrange where I was sitting all the time. I'd get like this kayak, I'd get like this other chair, because you're sitting so much. But with this MacBook Air, I could go to the park, I could go outside, I could go to my bed, I could take it wherever I want. So really, really, really big change for me. I was just hesitant about learning a new operating system, and I think it's far better than Windows. And y'all, I've been on Windows for 20 years. So check this out. Let's try it again. Ready? No head, no door. Watch this. And I didn't even know I could do it here. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that rad? What? Isn't that cool? My downstairs mix-up isn't really covered, so I better be careful on that. So I'm going to keep that on there, and it makes it really cool. And I think, let's see, I think what we can do, I think we could zoom. Let's see if we could play with the zoom. No. I thought there might have been a zoom, but we'll just leave it like that. So we'll finish like that. This is pretty cool. I have two GoPros. They're the little ones. They're the little cubes. They were like $400 a piece when I bought them. I forget what they're called, but they're really, really rad. And now that I'm playing around with this MacBook Air and the iPhone, you can connect, because this thing shoots in 4K. It's voice activated, these little GoPros, and they connect right here, right? And they're waterproof. They're voice activated. So this right here, I put a little back thing to the pop widget, so now I can connect a phone, and then also I can slide my little GoPro in here. And these are really, really cool, because if you're out in the city or wherever, and you want to connect this and then have something to stay, this is perfect. This is super, super rad. And so now that I'm editing on my iPhone a lot more than on my Android, it's just faster. In the editing apps that I use are just, they have better functionality than the Android. Most of the apps I do use on the iPhone are more expensive or just cost something. A lot of the apps that I was using on the Android were free, but the hardware is far superior for video editing and a lot of the things that I do. So with the GoPro, it shoots 4K. So if you shoot in its wide angle, you could throw it around, you can go underwater, you can connect it to Wi-Fi, so you can go live on the GoPro, and this thing's like this big, y'all. So what's really rad is with the GoPro, it shoots 4K, so really like a 2-minute video is like a gig. Well, what's rad is now I have this, and you can connect the Bluetooth to the iPhone and just ninja flip that video content to the iPhone, and it's next level. What's really rad, and this like changed my life, y'all. They have this thing called AirDrop, right? And a lot of times you'd have to use Dropbox or Google Docs and whatnot. And when you're video editing, it's a lot of time and a lot of data. But now I could ninja flip my GoPro 4K content to my iPhone, right? And this is only 32 gigs. This is the rose gold. It was still $1,000. I really wish I would have got 128K. So I'm just gonna wrap here. What's really rad is this iPad Air. This is 128 gigs. Much more data, and it has the AirDrop. So I can ninja flip 4K video from my iPhone right here, and I can also, my MacBook Air is 128 gigs, right? So I almost have a terabyte between these three devices. And what's really rad is this just popped in my head, is that this is almost like an external hard drive for my iPhone or for my MacBook Air. So I can just AirDrop stuff and just save space on my iPhone, which is huge. Because one thing the Apple's kind of, they got you by the what is the space. So I'm always running out of space on my iPhone because I only have 32 gigs. So I just throw everything over to here. I don't use their iCloud service. And so this is, you can edit video, right? You can watch YouTube. You can shoot amazing film with this. But it's also like an external hard drive. So this is super, super rad. Now with the Pixel and the Android, you have Google Photos, for Arizona Web Kings, for my marketing company. I've had Google Apps for I think 5 years, I think 6 years. And I was in beta just as a developer, and I've had that for a very, very long time. And with that, it's $5 a month, and you have I think a terabyte, like a billion terabytes. Basically, you get forever space. And so what's rad, when you use Google Photos, everything gets uploaded to the cloud, and it's like $10. Plus, I do all of my email through there. So it shows you, depending on what you're trying to do. For me, because I'm constantly trying to, go to the next level on content, and really give, the community what they want. For me, it's best to have these devices, multi-operating system, the iPhone, the Android, the tablets, all of this stuff, because it's like my toolbox. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know what else I got left. I think that's it. I think that's it. So I wanted to test this out. I'm so glad I did. I can go live, which I couldn't do on my Moneymaker 6. It's horizontal. And for all of you, if you go live on your personal, you can always ninja flip over to your personal, go to photos, click albums, and then click videos. And then you have your video manager. So if you ever want to download them and upload them to YouTube, you just hit download. And so that's a cool tip there too. So anyways, y'all, let's see. I might go live tonight on the business page. If y'all aren't following that, it's Ridiculously Authentic. I'm trying to push 20 to 30 videos over there a day. If you haven't ninja flipped over to the group, Ridiculously Authentic, we have 40,000 members. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it public or if we're going to keep it closed, not private, closed. I asked a poll question today to see what people think. We're having a lot of fun over there. Again, Miss Lana is over at Solstice. She's having a good time. So I hope all of you are doing well. Hopefully this video helped you on some Facebook Live tips or some hardware. This is a lot of fun to me doing the tech type stuff. And I have so many more toys that I could do reviews. If you like these videos, let me know. And y'all have a great weekend. Thank you for spending this time with me. Hopefully I've helped you. And if you have any other questions, I can't see comments. That's the only thing that's a little bit different. I cannot see any comments on the MacBook Air through Facebook Live. But if you do have any comments, put them in there. I'll drop the links for the tripod, the lens, which is super, super rad, and the pop widget. So you have an amazing weekend. Thank you for joining me. Keep it raw. Stay rad. What?